Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Sheila. Good to see you today. We're going to make some little tags that you can use on your projects, or you could just use these on your packages that you wanted to give gifts to people. So save any kind of old cards that you get, or if you buy some in a store on sale. This was a card that I got from some of my mother's things when she passed, and it's got two sides on it, and I just thought it was interesting, and I said let's use these. So these are just going to be very simple to show you some different things. Embellish them, or you can put jewelry on them, or anything that you want to do to make it have another little look. And these are just fun to do, and they're easy to do with your children or grandchildren. So this one just has a little bird. You can also use these for scrapbooking. So this one's just pretty simple. I just took some of my stamps and just stamped just a little bit on them. You also can take some of your oxide and just put a little bit on the edge of it. So if you want to darken this up a little bit, you just put a little bit of oxide. This is already like a cardstock, but you definitely could put it on a piece of cardboard or on some cardstock. So cardstock, or some of the cardboard, any of this that you have would be fine to make some little tags, and lots of fun. So you can just put a little bit of your oxide on there, and then you have something pretty simple. And I just put some little stamps on there. We're going to take a little piece of our jute. I'm just going to show you some simple ones, and then maybe some that are a little bit more involved. You can do anything you want with these. These are just something to have fun with, to enjoy. You can put embellishments on them. You can leave them plain. These look good on any kind of project or on a package. And you know that Christmas is around the corner, so it's a great way to make some little tags to make them personalize your gifts. So we'll put that one to the side. This is the other side of that. Now you could use this part right here, or I could use that back side, but that's kind of dark, so I thought, well, this would look good. This is a printable. This one's from Digital Deco Designs, and these were some of the Halloween ones that she has. I have another Halloween one as well, we'll probably do. So we're just going to take this one. Got my hole punch. We're going to do this one, and we're just going to take a little bit of our decorator varnish, and we're going to put our piece on here. Now this is the same thing you could do with journaling, scrapbooking, anything like that. Just something simple that you can do. And this one is a little bit shiny, so it might take a little extra. And this is made from cardstock, so you can use cardstock, rice paper, whatever you want to do. And sometimes you have to add a little bit of glue, a bit more glue. I'm just going to take a little bit of our regular Elmer's glue, because sometimes when you have a hard stock on another one, it has a little trouble sticking. So you just want to do just a little bit of extra glue. And you could use glue just to put these on, and a lot of times I just use glue and water. I don't even try to use the decoupage medium for things like this, because this little glue works better than anything. They're not hard. They're something simple that you can do and make you some cute little things to gift away. This also can make some cute bookmarks. So maybe you have somebody that reads books. This would be a great idea. Then you're just going to take your hole punch, and you're going to punch it. You can absolutely cut around your edges, tear them, whatever you'd like to do. But isn't that just simple and cute? And that's something else that would look good. You could take a little bit of your ink and just put a little bit of ink on the edges. And then if you have some stamp, yeah, that is a good idea. Let's do one of these on here. So let's just put this little black cat, and you will get ink on your fingers, so just be aware of that. Let's just put this little black cat in the corner. I'm just going to stamp that on. And these are not expensive stamps. They may not look perfect, but there you just got a little black cat on the edge for something different. You could put a few spider webs on here. Here's a little spider web that might work. You want to wipe these off with a wipe. I just use a wipe to do mine. And now let's take this spider web and let's put a little bit of that on there. I'm just going to put it right here on the edge of the house. And that just gives another dimension, another look. So I'll keep those to wipe those off. I'd forgotten I had those little Halloween ones. So we've got this one done. And now we've got a little Halloween one. Let's just put a piece of material in there. I love this little checked ribbon. Let's put that in there. I think that'll give it a little look. So these are just something simple, but leave me a comment and let me know if you liked these and how you made some. Simple, quick. I know a lot of people want something simple and quick that they can do and just have a little fun with. So there's one of our Halloween. Now let's take this other one. And this one, I'm not going to put any cardboard or anything on the back. This is another one of Digital Deco Designs. I just tore around. There was 4 of these on a sheet, so 4 of them on a collage sheet. And I can put my link on when I get through so that you can go there and order you some. And I'm just going to try to find the middle and just put this there. Now let's do something to this one. So let's see if we want to put a stamp. I'm thinking we're just going to take some of this wording. I've got a couple of stamps with some wording, and it doesn't have, you don't have to know what it says, just as long as it's something just to decorate with. So I believe this one goes like this. I'm just going to take it and stamp part of it. And I'm just going to put a little stamp on there of just some wording, just to give it a little background. It's already got some wording on it, so that'll just kind of add to it. And then it's got some spiders on here, so let's take one of these spiders that we have on here. And if Halloween isn't your thing, then you can do something else. It doesn't have to be a Halloween project if you don't want it to be. So I'm looking to see how this spider goes. I'm going to put it right here. There we go. That kind of gives that a little different look. Let's put another one over on this other side. And that just looks a little creepier, right? There we go. A couple of spiders on there. That's all we have to do to that. And then I'm just going to take my ink and just edge that up just a little bit. And this is cut out of cardstock, so you don't have to worry about putting it on a piece of cardboard or anything. Use it just like it is. This would be cute if you do a little tree for each season. You could put this on your tree. That would be another pretty idea. Totally up to you what you would like to do. Let's take a little piece of this ribbon. This is a little thinner ribbon. Let's take it and see if we can just tear down just a little piece to put on there. There we go. So I hope that you'll find that these are just fun, something a little simple, a little easier to do. Get your little strings off. You have a lot of strings on material, but it feels so good. It's just such a good therapy to use material, to tear material. I like to do it. I think it's fun. So this may be a little long and we may have to trim it off a little bit, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to stick this through. I'm just going to double stick it through the hole here. And then we're just going to take our loop. So I stick it through the front and then just make a little loop just like that. And then let's tie this one off. So these are a little bit bigger, so you could use these on a bigger item, or you could just use these by themselves as a gift to someone else. So there's another little simple one. And here's one that I'm going to put on the cardboard. Put it down well. Forgive me for that loud noise. This one was I Will Cling to the Old Rugged Cross on the background of this one. It's another Digital Deco Design print. And I'm just going to take a little bit, I feel like the glue and water works the best. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Elmer's glue, a little bit of water, And I'm just going to use that because it seems like that was doing a little bit better than some of the varnish. Sometimes when you have a thick piece of cardboard, sometimes Mod Podge or just glue and water works the best. I found that it just kind of works the best. So we'll put that on there and give it a nice little coat. Nice little coat there. Okay, I've got a stamp that says God is love, and I'm going to take it and put it in my ink, and we're going to put that on here. Make sure you have plenty of ink on there. And I'm going to put that right here on this side. Now some of it didn't come off, but we're not going to worry about it because it looks more rustic. So we'll use what we have. Now we've got a couple of roses that we're going to put on here. And these are just some little roses that you can buy. These are the little paper roses that you can get in the paper section. And then this one came off of some florals. And we're just going to put those right there. You could add a little jewel if you wanted to. Whatever you wanted to do. And that's just something simple. So let's put it on our piece of cardboard, and that's going to give it a little extra strength. A little extra strength there. And that glue and water works great. That's just the best thing, I think. I try to use some of the other things, and then I think, well, you know, I go back to glue and water because it just seems to work the best. I'm going to take a little bit of our Distressed Oxide and the walnut stain. And we're just going to put a little bit of that on the edges just to make it look a little bit more antique. And I just used a piece of cardboard from a cardboard box. It's all that I've used on there. You can put a little bit on your flower if you want to make it a little bit darker. You can do that as well. Totally how you would like for them to be. And this is just a piece that was left over. So when you are doing decoupage and you have pieces left over, keep them because these are some things that you can do with them. Then you've got just a little simple one there. Let's take a little piece of this material and let's put it through there. So you can use material, you can use jute, you can use ribbon. It's totally up to you what you want to do. I'm just going to use this pretty ribbon here. And you also could put a little jewel on here if you wanted to put a little jewel. And then I'm just going to tie that one off. I was looking to see if I had anything I might want to use. So that was another, just a little simple. These are just little simple tags to give you some ideas of things that you could do for some gifts. This one is a print that came like this. And it's a lemon pie recipe. This is also from Digital Deco Designs. And we're going to put that one right here. I think, did I have this for this one or this one? I'm trying to remember. I think I had that for that one. Okay, we're going to just do this one by itself. It's on a piece of cardstock. We're going to take a little bit of our oxide and put it on the edge. Just a few on the edges. You could put some little florals on here. Anything that you wanted like that to go with your lemon, but this would be great to give somebody. Let me look right here for some little bitty flowers. I have some little bitty white flowers. I think we'll take a couple of those and put on there, and a little bit of greenery on that side just for a little look. Nothing real fancy, but you can use your oxides, you can use inks, you can use some glitter, whatever you would like to use, just to make them have a little look. Take a little bit of our hot glue, and we're going to put a couple of flowers right here in the corner. I'm going to put those together, and let's take a little bit of our greenery we have here. This is just from just some of the pieces that you can get at any store. We'll just put a couple of pieces of that with our flowers. So these are pretty simple. I have made some other ones as well. I love making these tags because they're just fun to use and try some different kinds of projects with them. There, I've just got a little bit of greenery on that one. Just simple, simple. I'm just going to put some jute through this one. And sometimes I do cut mine a little bit too long, but that's okay because we can use what's left over for something else. I'm just going to put just a little loop through that. Just like that. You could leave it a little longer if you wanted to. And put a little bit more of the oxide on there. Something else you could do is you could take a couple little of these beads here. Got different sizes. Let's see if I've got some that match. I believe I've got some different sized ones on these. These are something that you can pick up as well. And I don't know where these came from because they were a gift, so I'm not sure if you can get these from Amazon, probably somewhere like that. And then you can use your little beads in the corners. So I'm just going to put one here. That dresses that up a little bit. I like that. A little one here. And we won't need one up here, so we'll just use this one here for this side. And that just gave it a whole different look. We'll put this one back. And here's the other side of our lemon pie recipe. And we're going to put it down here on this piece of cardstock. So cardstock, cardboard, any kind of thick paper that you have, don't throw it out. Don't throw all your cardboard boxes out because you can recycle. So I'm all about, so these were all pieces that were left over from other projects or maybe something that I printed out that wasn't exactly like I wanted. I keep those because I know that they'll come in handy for something else. So you definitely could do that. I may use those. This is called scattered straw. So I love to use the oxides. This may not show up a lot. Let's see. Excuse me. Oh, that looks good. That gives it a little extra. You can also take a little brush and put it on there. So that gave it a little look. And then you also have, this is called the tea dye. And that might give it a little look as well. Oh, that does. That looks good with it. That gives it a little bit of a different type of look. You can put a little bit on the edges of your cardstock as well to kind of hide that a little bit. That looks good. That looks good. So I got a little bit much right there, but that's okay. Kind of smooth it out. And you also can take a white and white back some on that. So if I got a little much here, I'm okay with that. And then I'll put a little bit on this other side so it looks like it kind of blends there. Wipe a little of that off. So if you get a little bit too much, don't let it bother you. It'll be fine. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this other print that I have. Now, it works better in ink. You can use the oxides on these, but to be honest, they don't work as well with these little stamps as just going ahead and doing that. It does have some of the recipe on there, but I'm just going to take some of the print and just put on here just to have a little something different, just like that. And I'm going to get some more jute. I'm going to try not to cut them quite as long. And we're just going to put that one in there. Now you could put anything you wanted with this. This would be really cute to give somebody a gift with some kitchen items, or with some recipe cards, or some things they could use for their kitchen, or a cake pan that they've been wanting, something like that. That would be a great little kitchen gift to give them. So that's another cute one. So I just like to use some different things, y'all. Just grab up what you have. Try to find some things that are interesting that you just like to add to them, or some embellishments or anything like that. Now this was a piece of material. I've got a couple of these, and I think I will just do these two. This one says honey, 100% natural. This was a piece of fabric, so I'm just using a piece of fabric on that. I'm just going to use my glue and water on it, and I do like to use the side that is not shiny. If you have some paper that's kind of shiny, use the opposite side. The matte side will do better. And this one, we're just going to put this little honey here. You can put a little bee on there if you've got a little bee. I'm waiting on my little bees to come in. I did order some from Amazon. I'm waiting on those. And I'm not going to try to put a hole through that material. We're just going to put a piece of jute on the back side. We're just going to glue, a hot glue, a little piece on here is all we're going to do. Just a little piece. Let that dry. Just be careful, don't burn yourself. And then we're just going to put another little piece right here. That's all we're going to do to that one. And then when I get those little bees in, when I get those little bees in, I'm just going to add a little bee to that. Just a little bee. And that will be cute. Just a little simple. Little piece of material that you can cut out. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Let's put a little bit of ink on this one. Just a little bit, and I think I'm just going to put it right here on the edge, just on each corner, just to darken that a little bit, and a little bit right in here, just to make it look more antique. You could also use coffee stain on that, and I have that recipe on my Facebook page for that. It's 1 cup of lukewarm or hot water, a half a cup of instant coffee, 2 tablespoons of vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. You mix that up, you keep it in your refrigerator when you're not using it. The cinnamon settles to the bottom and makes the best little goop at the bottom. Just really fun to use. Another piece of cardboard. We're going to take a little bit more of our glue, and we're just going to put that on here. So you can even use a glue stick for these, y'all. Don't have to use this kind of glue. You can use a glue stick. That works as well. So this is another little piece of the material. And this one just has a little bee and the honey on there. So you can find this material at different places. I can't remember exactly where I got this material. It probably was maybe Walmart. Maybe it was one of their little pieces that they have at Walmart. One of the little quarter rounds. So let's put a little sunflower on this one. I think this one, it calls for a little sunflower. And we're going to put that, a little fuzz on it. We'll put that right there for just a little something something. So these don't have to be overly fancy. They can just be something that's quick and simple that everybody likes. You can add, make some fall ones for the fall, some for Christmas. Just an easy project that you can do, and a cute little gift, especially if you have a little gift that you need to take to some kind of event, or maybe something at your church, or you're going to, or the kids are going to a little party that they say, you know, don't bring a lot, or something simple. This would be something simple that they could use to hang in their room, or hang on a little tree, or use as a bookmark. So there's that one. So let's see what we've done. And I'm not going to add anything to that. I just like that a little plain. You could add a little bit to your flower if you wanted to, but I kind of just like it just like it is, plain and simple. You also could fray your material. So we've got this one and the little honey, the lemon card, and our other lemon pie, and this one with the roses, Halloween, and that's right around the corner. Another one for Halloween, and you can get all this one, and this are all digital deco designs. These are what I had left over. This is a card that I found of my mom's. I'm using that. The little birds. Those were simple and fun. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was eight tags in a quick time. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this, that you will try some. Let me know. You can also use things like an ornament, or you can use some of the wood cutouts, anything like that, and make you some tags. Doesn't have to be anything special, just to have fun. Thank you.